good, besties? It's your girl Laina G back with another video. If you're new to this channel, welcome to my channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button, comment down below, and share with a friend. So today, y'all, it is currently 7:45 a.m. I'm just like getting up. I had washed my face, did my hair, get Ocean a bottle, and I'm about to head to the gym. I'm about to do it. It's that time. I'm up, I'm ready, I'm active. This is day 2 of showing up and showing out for yourself. So if you're on this journey with me, I hope you got up this morning as well. It doesn't even have to be the morning time, but you know, hope you got up at some point. So I'm about to just drink a glass of water before I go. And then I'm gonna head to the gym. Alright, y'all, so I just did 45 minutes on the treadmill, and I kid you not, I am sweating like crazy because I got this black thing on that's supposed to make you sweat even more. So now I'm about to do a couple of arm workouts and then I'm done. So I'm back from the gym. I am sweating a lot, very out of breath. I walked in here huffing and puffing or whatever I was doing. Kim was like, you didn't go that hard in the gym. Did I go hard? You could tell by my pants I went hard.
Yeah, you went hard, I could tell.
So yeah, I did 45 minutes on the treadmill, and then y'all seen the other exercises. I didn't record me on the treadmill because I didn't want to be that person. But I'm about to take a shower. He's cooking me some breakfast. I'm like, hold on, I think she hears me, and she's like, hold up, is that my mama? Baby, hi. Hi, chunky girl. What are you watching, Miss Rachel? Hi. Mama.
What does a frog say?
Let me show y'all how hard I went.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Can you hop like a frog? Ribbit, ribbit. In this song,
Do y'all see that sweat?
it's so silly.
And it's on my butt.
One green frog, one
Hi, baby.
little green frog.
Y'all, so it's a little later on in the day. It is about 6:40 in the evening. King is out at his Muay Thai class. I'm here with Ocean, and Ocean is actually taking a nap right now. I'm eating some fruit, drinking my water, and I was like, why not just hop on this video and do a little girl talk for y'all. I asked y'all on Instagram what are some topics I should talk about, so we're just gonna go through it. So one of them was, what is it like being a stepmom? So I'm being super transparent with y'all. I know a lot of people obviously have always wondered this, and I kind of said, like, you know, I'll talk about it one day. But I'm gonna be really real with y'all. I am a stepchild. My mother, Lisa, that y'all saw in my videos from, like, you know, me visiting, like, yeah, she is technically my stepmother, but reality, she's my mother. Like, she's basically my biological mother. She raised me since I was 4 years old. Her and my dad had got married. My dad had got custody of me. I didn't have a relationship with my biological mother, so she was the main figure in my life. She actually played mom and dad for a very long time just because my dad wasn't completely there in the head. So yeah, so I'm a stepchild. My mom raised me since I was 4 years old. So I had a tremendous amount of love from her. Taught me so much. I never felt like less of a child because, you know, her and my dad had another child, which is my sister that y'all seen, which was Jasmine. So I never felt like I was less loved. I never felt like I was a stepchild. Like I never had that feeling like I was a step kid. So with Kaiser being in my life and King having a son with you know, somebody else, like I had no problem with that just because of how I grew up. And to me, it was like, it's life, it happens, it's normal. I treat Kaiser, when he comes over here, I feel like it is my duty to treat him as how his mom would treat him, because I never want him, you know, he comes over here every other week, so he's here often. So I feel like it's very important for him to still have that motherly role and figure in his life, even when he's away from his mom. You know, our situations are completely different. Like my dad had full custody of me, whereas King has Kaiser every other week. But I still feel like it's really important to show him that same amount of love that I show Ocean, or just me as a woman. I feel like it's just right. Like he deserves that, you know, because he is a child, and as you grow up, you know, sometimes kids can be like, some kids don't like their step parents. And you know, me and King ain't even married yet, so really step kids is like when you're married. But I'm still like a motherly figure in his life, even if me and King aren't married. I just think it's really important to show him that love and that affection and like that guidance even when he's away from his mother, so when he grows up he's still like on the right path. You know, when he comes over here, he's like, you know, he feels, because like it's a dad's, I feel like a dad is supposed to be like, you know, teaching him right, being not strict on him, but like right from wrong, like, you know how guys are with the boys. So it's like, me as a woman, I'm supposed to be the one, like when he gets in trouble with his dad, he comes to me, and or I'll sneak in, give him snacks in his room. Like I feel like that's my job. Like that's what I was raised around, if that makes sense. So I really enjoy it. I love it. I have the best of both worlds. I love Kaiser as if he was my child, which is supposed to be like that. I think if you are in a situation like me, it might be different. You know, I was raised like that. I was raised as a stepchild, if you want to say, but I don't ever really say I'm a step kid because I wasn't raised like I was one. I'm my mom's favorite. I'm my mom's favorite. I know that for a fact. Yeah, so I love it. I really do like it. I love the fact that I can be like another positive womanly influence in his life, especially when he's over here. I never want him to like lack that motherly figure in his life. So yeah, that's that, guys. I guess one day I will do a longer video on explaining like my childhood, how I grew up, and like how my dad got custody of me, because it's really it's kind of like so common that you would find a father getting full custody of a child, but in my case it was very common. So someone said, what advice would you give your old self? I feel like I wouldn't have no advice. Like everything that I'm at in life is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Even if I thought my life was gonna be going one way and it went the other way, like that's what God intended for me. And I'm still very young, so I don't know what advice I would give my old self, because I wouldn't say like I'm a new person. I'm just like growing and I'm changing. And what's up? So the topic was self-love. Self-love, trust me, it is hard to find self-love within yourself. It took me a very long time, but I feel like it's just something you have to dig up. I had found a lot of self-love within myself when I moved away from my hometown into a state where I knew only one person. I had to figure out a lot. Like I did a lot for myself. Like I moved myself to Louisiana in my car. I got an apartment. I got a job. Like I had to do a lot of stuff by myself. And you know, like at that time I was kind of coming from like a dark space in Rhode Island. Like I had lost my grandmother. I was in a very toxic situation with somebody that like I feel like it was just like a soul connection, but it was very toxic. So it's like I was leaving that behind, which was honestly a blessing. I feel like self-love starts with you being you by yourself. One way I learned to love myself was like I learned, you know, I used to do everything by myself. I was grocery shopping by myself. I was eating by myself. I was enjoying my own company. I was going to the gym. I used to go on walks. I just, you know, I learned how to enjoy my own company. So I don't know, I feel like it's hard to like explain to someone else like how to find your self-love, because I feel like everybody has a different journey and everybody's way of finding their own like love for themselves is different. But personally, that's how I found my own love. And then it's like once I realized like, you know, like I love myself, like I'm that bitch, you know, like I feel good, I know I can put my mind to anything. That's when I actually found like love in another person. That's when like King came in my life and I found love in him. And I feel like it's really important to like love yourself first before you try loving somebody else. Because I feel like if I didn't love myself as much as I love myself before I met King, I wouldn't be able to love him properly, if that makes sense. So yeah. And relationship advice. Woo! Baby. So like I said, I have been in a toxic situation, like toxic. Like when I say toxic, I mean toxic. Everybody goes through it though. I feel like that is like I was young. That's how you figure out what you like in a person, what you don't like in a person, what you're willing to settle for, what you're not willing to settle for. And as you get older, your standards change. When I had met King, like I said, like I had already found myself. Like I had already knew, okay, I know how to be alone, you know what I mean? I do everything by myself. Like I don't have to depend on nobody. Like I know how to do everything by myself. I moved myself out here to a different state. I got my own car. I got my own apartment. I'm in college. I got side jobs. Like I knew how to be by myself. Like I knew how to be by myself. So when I had met King, it was like, okay, let me learn to be with another person, because I had never lived with a guy. I've never lived with a guy. And honestly, when I met King, it was like a whole different ball game. Like I had never, like, and I know everybody's like, oh, I never felt the way I feel with you. No, baby, I ain't never felt the way I felt when I met King. Like it was just like a fairy tale. It was like a fairy tale. But I think what's the most important thing to keep in mind when you're in a relationship is to always listen to your partner. Always be open-minded. Let them be who they are and accept it, because you know, as time goes on, he might change. Like the things he likes might change, the food he likes might change, the activities me and him do, he might not like them no more, which is okay, because your partner is supposed to grow. They're supposed to change. You're supposed to learn how to love them for who they are in every season, in every way that they change. I think that's like the biggest thing that I would say is like, be open-minded to your partner. Like have those, me and King have like a very deep connection. Like I have never been able, like I always tell him this and he tells me this too. I have been with people, but I have never truly been myself with them, if that makes sense. Like there was things that I used to hold back on because I was like, they're probably not gonna like it. But with him, I'm like 110% me. He's seen me ugly. He's seen my ugly laugh. He's seen my ugly cry. He knows how goofy I am. He knows the stupid stuff I say. Like, he's seen me. There was no holding back with me and him. And I feel like that's really important to do, because you don't want to like act like somebody you're not, and then you get later on in the relationship and it's just ugh, you know? So it's like I feel like you should just put all your cards down. Like this is who I am. I'm goofy. I say stupid shit. I stink sometimes. Like no, I don't know, but you know what I mean. That's sort of relationship. I guess, y'all, honestly, I really talk in circles, so I'm sorry. That's what I would say for relationship advice, is learn to love your partner and everything they do, whether it changes or it stays the same, or just learn them. I feel like it's really important, and communication is key. Me and King, I'm not gonna say we have never argued, because we have. But it's never been like a serious argument. Like we've never been like, seriously mad at each other for like multiple days and like can't get over it. Like if we've argued, it's been for a very short amount of time, and before the like night ends we like talk about it. And I feel like that's so important. But I guess both parties have to be like that, because if you have one person who's petty and one person who's open to like talking it out, then I guess it won't work. But me and him both, like, we're really good on communication, and I think that's really important, because it's just really, really important. I've never had such like a good, like, I've never been in a relationship where I've communicated so well about my feelings and about, like, you know, what I don't like and what I dislike, and like have another person be like, I'm willing to like fix it or something. I think that's really important. I'm sorry if I like talk crazy. This is a really good one. It said, how has becoming an influencer changed or affected your life? I don't know how it's changed my life yet. I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out. I always tell the king that I want to be somebody that other people can look up to and feel inspired by. Like a realistic inspired by, you know what I mean? I'm not shitting on nobody's or how they influence, but I don't want to just be an Instagram model. I don't want to just put on clothes and inspire people to buy clothes, if that makes sense. Like, that's not what I personally want to do for my life. That's not what I see myself doing. My life story is so crazy. I've just overcame so much in my life that me meeting King, me being put in a position like this, for me to have like such an audience, I feel like it's for a reason. So I've been trying to figure that out, whether it's helping mothers out feel confident, because I'm a very confident person. Like, I feel very confident in my skin. Yes, of course, there's stuff I want to change about myself. Yes, of course, it's stuff that I feel like I need to work on, but I'm still very confident in my skin, and I'm confident in the fact knowing that I can change those things for myself, you know, because there's people out there who have a hard time finding hope, who have a hard time feeling confident that they can get up and go to the gym, or they can get up and eat right, or they can get up and get out of a toxic relationship. Like, there's people out there that struggle finding that confidence in those areas. With me, I'm confident in those areas. So if my mission as being an influence, like, I'm trying to figure out what is the reason I was put in a position like this. I always do that. It's like I'm here for a reason, God. Like, what is the reason? Like, show it to me. Like, what path am I supposed to be going down? Because I don't want to go down this path. So what's the other path that's really meant for me? I've overcame so much in my life. I feel like I always beat the odds, if that makes sense. Like, all odds always been thrown against me, and every single time I've beat. So it's like, okay, you know, there be odds thrown at me. You know, some people don't like me on social media, which is fine, understandable, cool. But I do have a crowd of people that do like me. So what is my purpose with this crowd? You know? And I feel like a way that social media has like affected my life is it gave me the confirmation I'm really meant to be here for a reason, you know? And I'm a very strong individual as well. I feel like that makes sense. It hasn't affected my life in a bad way, but I feel like it's affected my life in a giving me like that confirmation, like I'm a strong individual, I'm here for a reason. Because I've had people when I was pregnant saying hateful things, like crazy stuff, and I know there's a lot of people in this world that would not be able to take the stuff that I had to deal with. So with that being said, I feel like that right there just showed me like, yes, like I'm a very, very strong-minded, strong person. So I feel like it affected me in a way that gave me confirmation of the things that I kind of knew but needed the clarification on, if that makes sense. I don't know, y'all. Like, it's like I know what I'm saying in my head, but I hope it's coming out correctly. Every day, it's like I'm trying to figure out, like, I ask God, like, Lord, like, you know, reveal to me what is my purpose. How was I put in this position? I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for the man that I have, for the child that I have. I'm thankful for it all, but I want to figure out, what am I supposed to do with it? What am I supposed to do with these thousands of followers? Like, what? I don't want to just, like, waste it. Not waste it, but like I want to influence people to do something good. Like I want to actually influence people, like a realistic influence, if that makes any sense. So I guess I'm gonna end it right there because that was kind of enough topics. I really hope y'all enjoyed this girl talk. I talk kind of crazy. Like I kind of talk in circles, and sometimes I don't make sense, but it's like in my mind it makes sense. So I hope to y'all it makes sense. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all didn't, I'm sorry. I tried, but make sure you like the video. Stay tuned for the next video. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you click that subscribe button and share with your bestie so she can become my bestie and we can turn up. Also, y'all, I'm really trying to figure out, because I got so many DMs, like so many people want to show up and show out for themselves. I love it. Like I love it. Like from the bottom of my heart, I love it. I want to put all of us like in a group chat or something. Like I'm trying to figure out how can I make us, all of the women that want to show up and show out, like how can I help us keep each other accountable, and like maybe like a support group for each other. Like I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. If y'all have any suggestions, comment down below, DM me. I do try to get back to my DMs as much as I can. There be a lot, and obviously I'm a mom, so I do be busy, but I do see most of y'all DMs, so please DM me if y'all have any suggestions. I'm trying to figure out a way to have us like all in a group, like obviously like an easy way. And yeah, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video.